It's Sunday morning, gotta start it with a sermon. It's Sunday morning, gotta start it with a sermon. It's Sunday morning, gotta start it with a sermon. It's Sunday morning, gotta start it with a sermon. It's the Trey and Sherman Sunday sermon. It's the Trey and Sherman Sunday sermon. It's the Trey and Sherman Sunday sermon. DM all your friends, it's time to get it in. Top of the week and top of the day, you're kicking it off with Sherm and Trey. We give you the word, we motivate with nothing but love. We showing up hating. It's hostile gospel, the word of the streets. Report on bears and bullshit and word on the streets. Live from the Window City with the worldwide reach. And we gon' leave you bitter if you thinking it's sweet. Cause it's the Trey and Sherman Sunday sermon. It's the Trey and Sherman Sunday sermon. It's the Trey and Sherman Sunday sermon. DM all your friends, it's time to get it in.
Hey.
Your friends, it's time to get
Get it in. Hey. Welcome to Sunday morning. It is the Trey and Sherman Sunday sermon. We strapped that right there. Welcome everybody on this Sunday morning. Beautiful Sunday morning. Yes, indeed. I'm Trey.
I'm Sherman.
Here we go again, man. Remember, it's got supposed to flow from the tongue, man. It's supposed to flow from the tongue. Pause. Welcome, everybody. This is how we run it every Sunday. We're going to do it early on Sunday mornings once the Bears season starts. We're going to do it at 10. You know, we're probably a little hungover from the Lane reunion on yesterday. So shouts out to everybody from Lane Tech.
Shout out everybody from the LT. All classes. We had a ball, baby.
Yeah. How drunk were you yesterday, man?
Too drunk. Like, I don't even want to explain how the night went after. Let's just say I had a good night. I had a great night and a good morning.
Okay. All right.
Let's leave it
at that. Let's leave it at that. So, this is where we're going to be every single Sunday. Make sure y'all like, follow, and, share the video so everybody can see what we got going on here. Every Sunday, we'll just be talking sports. We'll be talking hip hop. We'll be talking basically everything, that's basically the gist of it, So we're going to kick this thing off first. Let me share this thing while I share it once you start talking. So our Bears, the Chicago Bears, the preseason is over. We got game 1 happening on Monday night. That'll be a week from tomorrow, which will be September 8th? Labor Day? No, a week from Labor Day. Play the Vikings. So let's talk about the schedule here. Well, not necessarily the schedule, the 53-man roster, because that was just released. Now we know who's going to be on the Bears for the remainder of the season. Let's see here. So, earlier this week, they made the cuts for the 53-man roster. So, first of all, do you know of anybody that you heard got cut that you wish didn't get cut? Because it's kind of hard to judge these guys because they come in, nobody's in the first place. So, you really don't really know them like that unless these are the players that you're familiar with and just proving everybody that they can make the cut.
One surprise to me was Tyler Scott.
Okay.
Tyler Scott, wide receiver that they drafted last year, supposed to have been a speedster, or 2 years ago. He was supposed to have been a speedster, and somehow he just lost his way.
Okay.
I mean, with the brand new competition that Ben Johnson brought in, like everybody starts off on a new foot. He couldn't catch no footing. Like it was a competition, and he pretty much lost out.
So if I'm not mistaken, he just got signed to the Colts. Somebody picked him up. Yeah, somebody picked him up real quick. Hold on, let me fact check that real quick. But if I'm not mistaken, he just literally got picked up by Colts just that quick 3 days ago.
Okay.
So there you go. What's trash to one team could be a treasure to another. So
I mean, not that he was trash. It's just that our receiver corps is just so fucking great and good.
Yeah.
The room is just so deep.
We'll get to that in the first place. So no surprise on the 53-man roster in the quarterback room. We already know that Caleb will be the starter. We already knew that Tyson Bagent would be the backup, and Case Keenum would be the a veteran, the
Right.
third backup, the man in the room, the mature guy.
The
Lets
emergency
them
man.
know, yeah, when they fucking up. So there's your three quarterbacks. No surprise there. All right, wide receivers. Now, this is pretty dope. I like it because it's young and fast, this entire room. Now, DJ Moore is getting up there in age. How old is he? 28, 29, something like that?
I'm not sure.
He's almost 30. DJ Moore is almost 30. And I agree with you when you said a few months ago that the Bears may end up trading him. Because look at this wide receiver room. You got Rome, you got Luther Burden. Now, Devin Duvernay, he's a Pro Bowl like returner, so I'm assuming that you
let him go.
No, he's still with us.
He got cut. Yes, Duvernay got cut.
All right. Well, that was when did this happen?
On the last cuts, Duvernay.
You sure?
They ended up keeping the other receiver, the one who was caught the touchdown.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong here on this one. It says current team Chicago Bears, though, man.
Well,
it says Bears Devin Duvernay returning to Chicago. Bears re-signed. This was 2 days ago. Return to Devin Duvernay. Duvernay.
They re-signed him.
They re-signed
him. Cut him.
Yes. Okay. He's to the active roster Thursday, and that was what day was this? 2 days ago. On the 29th. So he's back. Yep. Okay. There it is. So corrected. Yep. It's all good. It happens. Players mess up too.
You know what I'm saying?
So there you go. That young cat, Zacchaeus.
Olamide Zacchaeus.
Olamide Zacchaeus, yeah. Yes. And Jade Walker. Now, these are all young cats. You got outside of Duvernay and DJ. Look at that room. You know? Yeah. Look at them young guns.
I think Duvernay is more special teams.
Right. But he still can be used as a receiver. If I'm not mistaken, when he was with Baltimore, he was used a lot as a receiver too. He was like a number 2. I could be wrong. I do remember because I'm not that into Baltimore, but I do remember him making a lot of big plays for them. So, who knows?
I just don't see him getting a lot of touches from Caleb this year. I just see him on special teams.
Okay.
Probably returner, a gunner, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But I don't see him getting meaningful snaps this year.
So I see wide receiver 1, DJ Moore.
Yeah, I think that's bound to change, though. I just think you just got to think. They got to make room for Luther Burden. And Luther Burden is damn near a younger version of DJ Moore.
Not so soon, though. He's just a rook. Give him some time.
Man, look, he can make an impact instantly, bro.
Yeah, but
he can make an impact instantly.
This is Rome's second year, bro. Like, give him some time to develop. He got to make mistakes.
But Rome is going to be the one. Rome is going to be wide receiver 1. He's going to be wide receiver 1, possession receiver. I think Luther Burden is going to take over the 2 because Olamide Zacchaeus done came in and done solidified himself. Like he reminds me of Keenan Allen last year. How Caleb Williams latches on to him. Like when there's a problem, there's a situation, that's Caleb's outlet. You know what I'm saying? So I see him taking over that Keenan Allen role that he had last year, whereas he was like the safety outlet for Caleb. And Caleb has been leaning on him in the preseason, if you paid attention to the games.
Well, he had to because, he was the one getting most of the reps after the, the starters or whatever. I still think DJ is going to be, number 1. They're paying him. Ooh, excuse me. Ron would be 2. I'm thinking Luther Burden would be 3. And everybody else, like you said, Duvernay would probably be returning. And 4, a backup in case somebody gets hurt. These young cats. But like you said, it's Ben Johnson. So, like, who knows? 2 of these cats may be running backs.
I believe they're going to use DJ Moore like the San Francisco 49ers use Debo. Yeah, I think they're going to use him like Swiss Army knife. And that'll open up some room for Luther Burden.
Okay. Yeah, everybody talks about Luther Burden. So let's see. Let's see if he's where did he come out of? Was it Oklahoma? Where did Luther Burden go? Where did Luther Burden go? I want to say it was Missouri. Okay, came out of Missouri. All right, so yeah. All right, wide receivers, tight ends, and running backs. We got Cole Kmet, we got Colston
Cole
Loveland,
Kmet.
and Durham Smythe. Not
Who?
familiar with Durham. Yeah, he played a lot in the preseason, of course. Because Colston, they
Okay.
wasn't giving him a lot of reps to begin with as well. And I was like, yo, I want to see him play more. Get him out. They only had him for a few series throughout the whole preseason. Colston Loveland. So you got Cole Kmet and Colston. These are two tight ends. There you go with that. In fantasy, Colston is higher than Cole Kmet, so he didn't kind of took his shine a little bit. But who's to say? A lot of people are thinking that Cole Kmet may get traded. If you listen to sports radio, they're like, okay, you're paying him all this money, and you just drafted a tight end number 10. So I don't think I want to pay this guy all this money. So we'll see. And then your running back room, Cal Gooba Gobble Gooba Gooba. That's the young
guy.
Yeah. Well, Roshan and DeAndre Swift. I think that's a decent room. I know everybody says that the running backs room is the one that needs the help. It's not as strong as it needs to be, but I like Roshan. I like Roshan last year. I think he's more than just a goal line power 2-yard, back. I think you can use him a little more.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of. I never was a fan of Swift. I don't know why we paid him all that money, but I guess he'll work. Now, wasn't he the coach in Detroit, Ben Johnson, when they let Swift go, or did Swift leave for free agency?
Yeah, they traded him away when Ben Johnson was the offensive coordinator. So a lot of people are thinking that Ben doesn't like him, and he don't have a chance because of that situation.
Okay. All right. So we'll see. Offensive line. Here we go. All right. So in the offseason, they basically did a overhaul and a great job of, solidifying the offensive line, because if you ask anybody last year, offensive line was the weakest in the league. Caleb got sacked so many times. They damn near killed that little boy.
68 times, man. 68 times.
Yeah. So he got sacked a lot. And so they basically redid the whole thing. They signed Drew Dahlman from Atlanta. They picked up Joe Tooney from the Chiefs and, of course, the Patriots. He's won Super Bowls. Darnell Wright was already there. Braxton Jones was already there. They signed Ryan Bates. That was last year. And Jonah Jackson, if I'm not mistaken, they got them like at the beginning of last year. They drafted Ozzie Trapilo. And Karan Amagaji is back. So, and Theo Benedict, he got cut last year, but they brought him back, and he made the team this year. So there's your offensive line. What you think?
I think it's going to be Ozzie Trapilo. Hey,
in the press conference, they were talking about if Caleb was holding the ball too long. And Ben flipped it and said, wow, he held the ball. That means he's getting protected. That means he's being protected. So I like that he kind of flipped that to like cover up the fact that Caleb was holding the ball for so long, but big upped his offensive line. So there you go. You see any holes in this? Because they still don't have a left tackle, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Ain't no holes over here. What the fuck you thought? I think the fucking Bears did a great job solidifying the line and making sure that Caleb is protected. I think they did a great job of taking away any excuse that Caleb can have. They went out and got the best offensive coordinator that money could buy. They made a couple trades to bolster up that offensive line. They drafted Trapilo. And, they opened up the competition to the left tackle situation. I believe that it was a lot of gesture in the last couple games. I think they wanted to have Ozzie on the right side just as a backup to the right tackle. But in the grand scheme of things, I don't believe Braxton Jones has done enough to solidify their role. The sack that Caleb took, it was because he was out of position. I just think Braxton Jones had his chance, and I think we should trade his ass for real.
He's been decent. He hasn't sucked, but you know, you do want to see a little more from him. And
Anytime
then they got
it's between you and the rookie, give it to the rookie, bro. Give him that.
Yeah.
Give him if they on the same plane, give it to the rookie. Let the rookie go through his growing pains. At least his growing pains, and not just mistake after mistake, like you know what I'm saying with a vet. At least you can get him some experience, and hopefully by the mid-season, the end of the season, he can grow into that very solid left tackle. But I just believe that if it's a competition, and if it's that close, and it's between a rookie and a vet, you give it to the rookie.
sometimes you give it to the rookie. Defensive line, here we go.
Especially with the interior line, the interior of the line, so experienced. We just went out and got Dahlman. We just went out and got another tackle. The tackles, the interior of the line is solid. So I believe they can withstand a couple rookie mistakes as he grows into being a major part of the unit.
All right, defensive line. This is something that if anybody asked me that I wasn't too excited about, it would be the defensive line. I just saw, I don't know. I wasn't excited about it. I guess they're okay. I guess they're cool, but I haven't seen anything that, I don't know. It's just a vibe I get about the defensive line, and it ain't a good vibe.
Okay,
I'm not saying they suck. I'm not saying that they're horrible. It's just not, it's like, you know, I think we can do better. I think we can do better.
It don't scream. It helps that our secondary is great, but we got a lot of injuries in the secondary right now, though. I just believe when it comes to the line, the trenches, as soon as you playing football, preseason, regular season, that's the only part of the game where I don't think scheme really matters. You know what I'm saying? You just in the trenches battling. Either you gonna beat your man or you not. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you running different routes as a receiver or you hitting different holes as a running back. It's the trenches. You know what I'm saying? The trenches. You gonna beat your man or you gonna not beat your man. That's as simple as that. And I haven't seen Grady Jarrett play too much in the preseason. Hopefully he makes a good impact. Our starters didn't play too much in the preseason. So it's like until they get on the field and get going under Dennis Allen's system, I really can't judge the defensive line. Right now I'm indifferent. I don't think they're great. I don't think they're terrible. I don't know. To be honest, I really don't know. And it hurts that Booker went down and is on the injury reserve.
I was about
won't
to
be
say
back
that,
until after the bye. You know what I'm saying? He was the bright, shining spot in the whole fucking preseason.
Yeah.
But we didn't get a lot of Sweat, and we didn't get a lot of Odangbo. We didn't get a lot of, we didn't, it was more of an audition in the preseason. And so I think once the game get going, once Monday night kick in and they kick the ball off, then I'll be able to give a better assessment on the defensive line.
That's probably why I'm not excited. That's probably why I'm like, So your defensive line includes Andrew Billings. He's been decent. Austin Booker, Javon Dexter is a name that I think
Dexter
we need.
A beast. Dexter Jr. is a beast.
That's what I was about to say. We need
Jarrett. Him and Grady Jarrett. I want to see them next to each other.
And we also signed Dio Odangbo. He's the guy we got from the Colts. So we're going to see. And we paid him big money, too. So we're going to see what that do. Montez Sweat, I need a little more, just a little more from him. Can I get another 2-3 sacks about you, Montez?
Yeah. We have Montez. I mean,
just a little more.
But
just a little more.
To his defense, he ain't got nobody on the other side, and they can scheme towards him and double team. I think once Booker get back or somebody on the other side start creating some havoc, then he can really start making some noise again. But while they scheming towards him and pretty much eliminating him and daring the rest of the line to do something, I think if the rest of the line can get going, that will relieve some of the tension off of Sweat, and Sweat can get to what he need to get to.
Yeah, I think we need another, like, somebody sign somebody, man. I ain't impressed, but season hasn't started. Let's keep going. All right, your defensive backs. You got Jalen Johnson. I think he's hurt or he's holding out. I was listening.
He's back.
Okay, he's back. All right.
Back.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
He's back.
We got Briscoe, who's back.
He's on schedule. Briscoe's hurt.
Briscoe's hurt again.
Got hurt.
I told you he's delicate. I told you he's delicate.
I don't know. One of his leg. It was a leg injury. They saying that it was non-contact, which is not good.
See?
So I don't know. As a matter of fact, I need to check on that. We need to check and see if Brisker's still out. But last I heard, which is probably a day or two ago, he was
Yeah. And for him to be just 26 years old, you know, I don't know.
Concussion though.
But yeah, but still, after that, you're delicate, man. You know, you're delicate at this point. Bayard,
stop calling Brisker delicate. Man.
he's delicate, man. Bayard's back. He was decent. Kevin Bayard was. You may want to see something a little better from him, but he wasn't bad. He wasn't bad last year. Elijah Hicks, you got Jalen Johnson. We talked about him. Jonathan Owens, that's Simone Biles. He's decent. He'll give you a few interceptions. We'll see. Tyreek Stevenson. Now, we kept his ass, and let's see if, all of his shenanigans will be accepted this year, because he's a pretty decent player, outside of him being very immature. That's our Commanders guy.
Okay, so this is what I found on Brisker. Says Chicago Bears safety Jaquan Brisker recently exited practice with apparent injury on August 27, 2025. Though the specific injury was unclear at the time, this is the latest in the series of missed time for Brisker, who has missed significant game time in his career due to concussions, including 12 in the previous season. So there has been no update on Brisker. I don't know. That would really hurt because Brisker, when he's out there, he's seeking missile, bro.
They need to go ahead, and I think his replacement they should be starting to draft his replacement, because you already know how this football thing is, man. You already know.
How about
I'm still hurt about Mike Brown years ago. How injuries just derailed him.
They just killed
his
career.
What?
His career. He was on Hall of Fame track. He was on track for Hall of Fame, man.
Yep.
Hey, you know who wouldn't have been a bad signing? Silo.
Shiloh?
Yeah,
okay.
But he already signed with the Steelers. As soon as he got cut,
I'm gonna tell you what happened with that. Deion picked the phone up and was like, "Hey, Tomlin, can you pick up my little boy?" I'm assuming that happened.
I don't know. I think it's the other way around. Maybe Tomlin picked up the phone like, "Man, D, keep it real. You think he can?" Yeah, man, go ahead and give him a try. I think it might have been that more so than the other way around. But I'm glad to see he landed on his feet though.
Linebackers. Ruben Hippolyte. He made it.
Hippolyte.
Sewell made it. Carl Jones, TJ Edwards.
Man. I like Sewell. I just hope
Did he get hurt again?
Injured.
Did he hurt again?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't. What's the update on Sewell? Let me look up Sewell injury and figure out what's going on. But I don't like that. I don't like that.
Tremaine Edmonds.
Well.
TJ Edwards. Everybody got to step up, man. These linebackers got to. Let me chill. I really am talking prematurely about the defense, but like I said, I didn't see nothing sexy out there that made me say, yeah. But we'll see.
How you spell Sewell?
Sewell. Coming from a Lane Tech graduate, you should know how to pronounce and spell
but
words
it's another
like
Sewell that they brought up.
Panay. I think that's his little cousin, a little brother or something. Twice removed.
That's why I asked how to spell it, because he the one who popped up. Damn, what's his name? His first name? Sewell?
Noah.
What's his first name?
Noah Sewell. Yeah. So those are your linebackers. You got Tremaine Edmonds, TJ Edwards, Ruben Hippolyte, Noah Sewell, and Carl Jones. Now, a lot of these people are Eberflus players, So let's see how they play under Dennis Allen. Because this, again, I'm not even going to, let me stop, because I was going to diss him again. I was going to try to diss the defense again. Let me just stop speaking prematurely. All right.
Hey, man, let's not forget that this is a fucking defensive town, bro. Like, this is a defensive town. We hang our hat on defense. Dennis Allen is a great defensive coordinator. Might not have been the best coach, but he's a great defensive coordinator. Yeah. And I think the fact that he's not a great coach gives us some kind of security, because that means ain't nobody going to be trying to hire him away if he, you know what I'm saying?
That's true. Lead us to the Super Bowl. He can go get a college job, though, so you got to worry about that. But whatever. All right, let's keep going. Special teams, you know, who cares about the kickers? Santos is
We got
back.
some good
Tory
kickers
Taylor.
though. We
Yeah.
got good kickers though. Taylor is
Yeah.
a dog,
Yeah,
and
Tory Taylor.
Santos is Santos. So I mean, yeah.
So there you have it. Those are your 2025 Chicago Bears. That's the 53-man roster. We'll see, if they sign some people who actually got cut from other teams, and we'll go from there. So that's that. All right. So if we can get this disgraced Packers fan on the line, man, because the NFC North, if you all are familiar, just got a bolster, a defensive bolster, if you want to call it that. We got Micah Parsons coming from the Dallas Cowboys and got traded to the Green Bay Packers. Now, if you've been following this drama over the past month, maybe 2 months or so, Jerry Jones has been like, look, he's under contract. I don't feel the need to budge on this. When secretly they were having conversations, what I think is that if you've been following the story, Jerry Jones wasn't following not the prototype, the what's the word here? Protocol. Protocol.
Yeah, that's they're totally different things, bro.
He wasn't following the protocol. You're supposed to talk to your agent. You never go talk to the player. You guys holler at the agent. And Jerry wasn't trying to holler at the agent. He was like, look here, man, let me holler at you. Let's cut the middleman out. Let me go and throw you this and woo, 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 yada, yada, yada. But it didn't happen.
Jerry was being slick, man. Jerry was being slick.
Of course.
Jerry knew, had he called the agent wouldn't have gave him 5 years. Because when it comes to contracts in the NFL, about them being non-guaranteed, you don't want to be locked in for a long time because the market changes. And if you outperform your contract, you want to be able to get paid. So basically, I think the sticking part was because I think from what I hear, they agreed to 40.5 a year, but it was a 5-year deal. The agent ended up getting him a 4-year deal worth 198. You know what I'm saying? So
188.
A lesser deal, less time with more money. So he ended up negotiating 47 million. You know what I'm saying, a year, and they was at 40 million a year. So basically the agent was like, "Fuck what y'all talked about. Let's negotiate for real now."
Exactly.
You know
let's really do this. That's
what it was. And Jerry's feelings was hurt.
Yeah.
Pride,
so now
feelings.
Micah Parsons is now with the Green Bay Packers. And when we found out this news, we had to contact one of our good friends who is a disgraced Chicagoan who's a fucking Packers fan, man. So I don't know why you people even exist and why we let you walk around. Yeah, why we let y'all just walk around freely. But how you feel about the trade, man? We got our man Duran on here, and he's a diehard Green. You see, he trying to troll us today. He got the damn Packers jersey on.
Man, this is great news.
Yeah.
It just means the Bears is definitely going to lose at least 2 games in the 6-11 season. I'm predicting for Parsons is going to be a big addition for Green Bay.
I agree with that.
I will agree with you on that one, man. That's a huge addition. But I don't think that really does that move the needle in the conference or in just the division.
Well, Detroit, Detroit is tough. The Bears, they still rebuilding. But the Packers, they're going to get it together. A couple seasons ago, we almost made it all the way to the Super Bowl. So, we're putting those pieces together. Jordan Love getting better.
I'm glad you brought him up. I'm glad you brought him up because he's a little questionable. He's a little questionable.
If there is a question, it's definitely Love.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely Love.
And the fact that they don't know who the hell their number 2 wide receiver is. They keep drafting wide receivers every single year. Is Jaden Reed number 1? Is Romeo Dobbs number 1? Like, what's going on here?
But Watson being out all season, that's kind of tough. Yeah.
You know what? I don't think a lot of people is paying enough attention to that. I think they should. Is what Green Bay gave up. They gave up a good interior defensive lineman, man, that might open them up to the run game. They might make them porous on the run game. You know what I'm saying? If they don't have an adequate replacement for him, I don't think Micah Parsons will fucking matter. Just like he didn't matter in with the Cowboys because the Cowboys was getting 300 yards rush put up on him. He's not that great against the rush. So he's only great when you get up and he can pin his ears back and go after the quarterback. But if they gave up a great defensive tackle, they gave up a great defensive tackle in order to get him, and I think that might hurt Green Bay. I think that might hurt Green Bay.
Could possibly.
That's how
So if they can't stop the run, it don't even matter if Micah Parsons can get after the quarterback.
Well,
if they can't stop
what
the
that
run.
means. You can't stop the run. You got to put up some points. So they got to put up more points. Jordan Love got to throw. You got to be more accurate with those plays. And if he stay healthy, they definitely gonna win the division.
And the backup, Malik Willis. That backup is not too bad either. So
he's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, man. So what are you thinking your Packers are gonna end up? I got our Bears, and I'm realistic. Sherm is optimistic. I'm realistic. I think the Bears are gonna end up 8-9, 9-8. Realistic.
No.
I actually took $150 bet that the Bears wouldn't win 9 games this year. I think they're going 6-11. The Packers going 11-6.
Bet 500. Bet 500 right now. Bet 500. The Bears win 10 games, bro. 10 games. At least 10 games. At least 10 games. At least 10 games. 500 right now. At least 10 games. At least 10 games. I got the Bears going 14-3, bro.
Oh, you tripping hard.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's like that. It's like
6-11. You heard it
here.
It's
like that. It's
like that. You tripping too.
It's like
6-11?
It's like that.
6-11. It's another rebuilding year.
The least they going to win is 12. We're going to be at least 12-5.
Yeah. Man, wishful thinking.
At least 12-5.
They're not even going to beat the Raiders. They're not even going to beat the Raiders when we go to Vegas on the 26th.
Hey, our offense is crazy, bro, and our defense has always been stout. And with Dennis Allen with these blitzes he gonna be calling, I'm telling you, man. Listen, man. Listen, you gotta understand when we step on that field, we expect to score. Man. First time in my life that I expect the Bears to score. You know what I'm saying? When they step on the field. Because of the offensive mastermind that we got. It don't matter about Caleb Williams. Caleb got to get out the way. And when the line break down, that's when Caleb need to show up. We don't need Caleb Williams the whole game. We need Caleb Williams probably like 7-8 plays a game. But the rest of the time, we need him to play within the system. Just hit what's there. Because the scheme is going to have the guys open.
Stop getting them killed, man. You know the offensive line is definitely the Bears.
Now, you know, we basically revamped the offensive line, bro. We revamped the offensive line. We got all pros on the offensive line.
Is Swift go run for 1,000 yards too? Y'all think that's too hard?
Hey, with the line improved, that improves the running game. So I believe Swift can get 1,000 yards total. I believe he can definitely get more than 1,000 total. You know what I'm saying? With passing and rushing combined. I think he can get.
The Bears will not beat the Pack this year. They got lucky last year.
It's time for us to go on our streak like y'all went on y'all. Yeah. It's time for us to own you motherfuckers like y'all been owning us. Basically. We done turned the tide. That's the best thing we did last year was fucking y'all up the last game.
We definitely got to watch this game.
Yeah.
We definitely got to watch y'all this game. And the best thing about it, we gonna see y'all when both teams are ready. Week 13 ain't gonna be no excuses. Everybody gonna have their identity, and I think it's gonna be a big clash, bro.
Man, we shall see.
13-17, right? Week 13-17.
I'm keeping all receipts, so I'll say 8-9. Duran says the Bears is 6-11. Man, I'm embarrassed to even write that on this sheet of paper. And you what? 12-3, 12-5.
I say 12-5. We go 12-5, but I really think it's gonna be 15-2.
You said 14-3 earlier. You're tripping,
14-3. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, though. I'm telling you, bro. And I am telling you.
All right. So Durant, we're gonna have you back on here week 13. Right after the Bears beat the Packers, and just see what type of look you're gonna have on your face then.
We shall see.
My brother.
The cheesehead correspondent.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Go Pack. Go Pack. All right, brother.
All right,
cheese.
Get him out of here. Let's get him the hell out of here. Talking about some go.
Smell like cheese in here now. Let me spray some cheese.
All right, man.
Smell like Limburger.
All right, so let's turn the page here. We got this whole Young Thug situation that happened over the
Ooh,
week. So it's
man.
coming out that he was a snitch. Like what happened with that now? Talk to me. Break it
Yeah, I
down for me.
mean, it's just been a lot. Like, first it was a couple days ago, interrogation footage pop up with him allegedly snitching on Pee Wee Longway, Pee Wee Longway about shooting up the bus. When remember Lil Wayne bus got shot up, so that interrogation came out and he dropping names allegedly.
Oh, okay. I remember that.
Yeah.
Got it.
Then right after that, like before that even got a chance to cool off, they leaked the phone call between 21 Savage and Young Thug while Thug was locked up, and it was a lot of, some people say it was a lot of salacious things said and a lot of backdoor shit and a lot of but I don't really care. You feel me? So, but this is a hot topic. So, don't you got something?
Yeah, I got a lot of the audio that academics had released earlier this week, and hold on. So a lot of this is just, I don't know if this clears his name as snitching or makes him show that he's more of a snitch.
Are you the worst? Yeah. Are you don't deserve nothing? Like, are you voluntarily live? Are you don't know nobody on this fucking case? Like, no, yeah. And you don't deserve that. You don't deserve no pussy. Nigga did that shit to get out for a hoe, bro. Bitch to a nigga jail calling shit. Nigga just straight just, damn, man.
Okay.
I love you, baby.
So that was him saying that he took the plea, that Gunna took the plea to get out for a woman. This is another one.
This is what he did. He made, which they still got to prove the shit though, which I don't think they're going to ever be able to prove because it's just not a game. He gave the jurors the agreement that it's a game. He said YSL is a game, and he know people on this trial who committed crimes in furtherance of the game. That means you did it. You saying, you see what I'm saying? You don't know nobody on this case. Yeah. That's a lie. That's a full blown lie. I know individuals on this case that committed crimes in furtherance of the game. Like you committed, just so you can say slime big. Like that's real. That's what RICO is. That's
okay.
RICO.
So here's my question with it. Why is all of this stuff coming out now? Or why do you think all of this stuff is coming out?
Good question. Because now they calling Atlanta Ratlanta. I mean, I don't know, man. I just think, I don't know. Good question. I don't know. Is it even fucking relevant though? For real. Is it even relevant? Like what he said right there was true. When Gunna did take his plea and said, yes, ma'am, all the things that the lawyer was saying, you know what I'm saying, was exactly what he was saying. Like he basically gave them the baseline for the RICO by saying, yes, it is a gang. And yes, I know they did things to further to further the enterprise by doing crimes. So yeah, basically they got the vice president of the whole company saying, yeah, this is a gang. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think Thugger was wrong. I mean, actually, I think motherfuckers need to mind their business. Like, why we listening to jail calls, bro? Like, for real. Like, why we listening to jail calls? Another thing is, if he snitched, he snitched. Motherfuckers snitch all the time. Like, all the time. I ain't no street nigga. And that's why I ain't no street nigga. Because niggas snitching. Right. So ain't no secret nigga snitching, and they not in the streets no more. He can't do anything in the streets no more. So why does it matter if he get labeled a snitch, bro? You not a street nigga no more. You do anything, you going your ass to jail for 30 years.
Simple. So Wack 100. Now, let me just first preface this. I'm using big words now. Preface this. I respect Wack 100's contributions to the culture. You know, he's with Blueface, with Ray J, and, you know, with the Bloods, and, you know, he got his West Coast thing going. So I really respect his contributions to the culture of hip hop. But I really don't agree with a lot of the tactics that he uses because he's a cloud chaser. He does stuff on purpose to, well, everybody does it. I take that back, but I disagree with a lot of the stuff that he does, so. But this is one thing that I'd agree with, that he talked about how the difference is between the old heads and the young cats, if you want to call it that. and he basically released some new rules. So check this out and let me know if you agree with any of this stuff he's saying or basically disagree. Now, I'm with him a lot on this.
Act jumped on it, and his narrative is if people like you, then you ain't that. And he right. Now, I'm not gonna say he ain't that, but I know the dude. I got some respect for the dude, so I just won't disrespect his name. Now, Gunner, I'll call him a rat. Thug, I'll tell you what he did in the interrogation room is against the rules. He shouldn't have did it. He said too much, did too much. There's no explanation for that. He's dead wrong. But I won't disrespect his name because, that's my partner, man. You know what I'm saying? That's my partner. I ain't going to even sit here and lie. Am I selective politics? A little bit. I'm not telling you, no, that ain't what it is. But I'm not going to disrespect my man's name. I hope Thug would understand that. So, today, we coming up with the New Testament. What we feel the new rules of the street should be. And I expect all of y'all to make this go viral, right? Because, we going to go from 1 to 10 with a bonus 1. That last one, a lot of y'all probably ain't going to like. But some of y'all old school dudes ain't going to like. Let's start with number 1. New Testament rules of the street, number 1. You can snitch on somebody who snitched on you first. Hey, that's the first new rule that's being proposed for the New Testament of the streets. Rule number 1, you can snitch on somebody who snitched on you first. That means if y'all get busted, dude come back there and say, hey, man, your man just gave you up. What? Play the recording? Yeah, man, guns under the seat was yours. That was all his. You can say, what? Matter of fact, not only them ain't my guns, he got a stash spot up under the air conditioning unit. Listen, man, we just going off of what we see the youngsters gravitating to. This is from me, but it's what I'm seeing the youngsters doing because I'm tired of arguing with y'all. So rule number 1 of the New Testament of the streets, you can snitch on somebody who snitched on you first. Number 2, now I like this one. After 10 years, however it falls, with no incident, one can cross back over to being a civilian with no expectation of the streets or its set. Can't call him about nothing. He all the way back civilian mode. So if y'all want to go over there playing with him, he can treat you like a civilian. 911 operator. Yes. Some dudes are at my door. Do you know who they are? I definitely know who they are. They're from my old day. They can do all that type. Again, this is the mentality that I think best fits the new generation. Number 3, a man has 72 hours to take his case if his action led to another man being arrested. If you left something in another man's car, home, without telling them, or that man can speak his truth. That means you didn't use my car, you brought it back to me, I jumped into it, hit some corners, police pulled me over, find something that ain't mine that's yours. Hey, homie, what's up with it? Yeah, homie, I got pulled over. They found something in my whip, something that I know ain't mine. Now, within that 72 hours, I said 72 hours because maybe you got to get your bail money, go bust a couple moves, do a few things, get your women. If you got more than one, get them, what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Sell cars, something, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And then go up there and claim your stuff.
So yeah. So yeah, that basically is a breakdown. He's being sarcastic. A lot of this stuff has been going on for actually some years now. When did that Wayne bus incident happen? In what,
2 years ago.
Yeah, so this been going on
a few
for
years
while.
ago.
Yeah. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. We're going to get this together every single Sunday. That's how we do it. I'm Trey. That's Sherman. We out. Out.
Trey and Sherman. Sunday sermon. DM all your friends. It's time to get it in. Top of the week and top of the day. You're kicking it off with Sherman Trey. We give you the word. We motivate with nothing but love. We show no hate. It's hostile gospel, the word of the streets. Report on bears and bullshit and word of the streets. Live from the Window City with the worldwide reach. And we gon' leave you bitter if you thinking it's sweet. Cause it's the Trey and Sherman Sunday sermon. It's the Trey and Sherman Sunday sermon. It's the Trey and Sherman Sunday sermon. DM all your friends, it's time to get it in. DM all your friends, it's time to get it in.